So personal use of social media. Number one, it can be very important for public education. Your posting about your JSAR experience is not discouraged, primarily because it can be public education and can attract people to JSAR and other SAR teams. It can also, by commenting online about search and rescue, it can help you contribute to the wider outdoor community and the search and rescue community. So all that is good. Just we ask that you use common sense, caution, and good judgment when participating in any kind of online social media, especially for personal use. Okay, so a few do nots. Do not release information from an active mission. Don't go posting where you are, what you found, that you haven't found anything, that you're looking for Jim Smith or whatever. None of that. Don't post anything from an active task. If a search is still going on and you want to show some part of your hard day, take a picture with no one in it, or maybe just you but no logos. But ideally just the terrain or something, and say, I have an unplanned hike today. Say something general about it. Your friends on Facebook that know you're in search and rescue, they'll understand what you're doing. You don't need to go and say, I'm on the search for blah, blah, blah with this county, and damn it, it's been really hard today and we haven't found anything. You'll end up on the news or something. And that's really what we're trying to avoid. Don't end up in the newspaper, and don't end up on the news, and don't end up with some kind of reporter reaching out to you personally because they found your post. Okay, so generic stuff. If you want to post about a mission that's ongoing and you actually want to say what it is, share or repost what either the sheriff's office we're working for posted or what JSAR's page posted. That you can do, okay? Because that stuff will be reviewed by a public information officer and approved. Anything you receive about that through a Facebook page, if you share a post and someone comments with something that's actually a clue, that needs to get forwarded back to the sheriff's office, obviously. Okay, don't deal with it on your own. Make sure it gets any information, even if it seems dubious, relay it up the chain of command. After the mission's over, generally acceptable to post about it. Images, though, need to have no subjects in them. They shouldn't have any members of other SAR teams. They shouldn't have any JSAR members other than you, unless you really have someone's approval to post them, okay? Personal comments about how it went, that's fine, the terrain and stuff, but about tactics and strategy and how the mission would go, please avoid that stuff, okay? Obviously, don't show the subject, dead or alive or not. Even if they say, yeah, post my picture, don't, okay? Post about your general thoughts about search and rescue. Great. Participate in the outdoor community. Go on Reddit or whatever kids use these days and talk about search and rescue and talk about how you should hike or climb safely. Just don't identify yourself as being from JSAR. You can say you're a search and rescue volunteer. Just don't use our logo. Don't use your JSAR email address. Don't say anything that makes it seem like you're representing JSAR, because we're not. We only speak, this organization only speaks with one voice, mainly through its Facebook page and its website, and we want to keep it that way. If you have a concern about JSAR itself, as part of, in your years of participating with JSAR, you don't like the way the board's running something or something like that, please don't take that stuff online. Just go to the board, elect a new board if you want to, run for the board, help. Step in and try to make it change. Try not to take that stuff public. In conclusion, we have not had any issues with this to date. We're just trying to be proactive with the way we manage online presence. The reason for that is because our success, our ability to get called out on missions, which has ebbed and flowed over the years, depending on who is in charge in different agencies around us, are getting that call and being requested for mission, it depends on our relationships with the people that call us. The people that call us, this is their day job. They are professionals. They work for, they're government employees, as in my day job. And that brings with it certain expectations of professionalism. We're just volunteers from a nonprofit, and I want to be realistic about that. But when we interact with them and in our public image as it affects the sheriff's office and everyone, we need to be just as professional as them in the public. I know that we're not getting paid to do this, and this is not our day job, and we haven't been through law enforcement academy and everything, but just don't act in a way that reflects poorly on them and causes them to think twice about calling us in for a mission next time. We trust them to task us, to keep us safe, to hear our feedback on missions. They explicitly trust us, the sheriff's office here especially, to come out and do a good job and act as professionals for the time that we are working with them. We can screw all that up by some careless social media posting, so don't do that. One final note, two final notes. The story is always wrong, whether it's in the leader, the PDN, or on Facebook. It's always wrong, and sometimes it's wrong in some huge details. And I wish the reporters would just call and ask us, and we'd get it right, but they don't. Don't respond to try to correct that. I know you know better because you were there and you saw what actually happened. Don't post on their site and say, well, actually, this is what happened. You got the story all wrong. Don't bother. Doesn't matter. It's done, and just let it go. Final point. SAR is still a team sport, so it's selfie era, and everyone's got their own Facebook page and everything, and wants to show the cool stuff they do, which is awesome. And like I said, it's beneficial. It attracts other people to do this, and it can attract, it can spread some public knowledge about how to do things safely in the wilderness. But we're still a team. We operate as a team. We only accomplish things as a team. So don't make too big a deal about your personal achievement, because next time it'll be the person next to you that finds the person. Celebrate it. We'll give you a coin when you do something awesome in JSAR, but just keep your celebrations about your personal achievement within our group, because to the outside, we're one big team that shows up and does a job and does it well.